Hello, am I audible to everybody? Good evening. Akshita, Monachin, Asiya, Rajiv, Prabhavati. Good evening, everyone. So, today we're going to have a class of a new topic, that is media relations. And this is the introductory class. So, we'll be just doing some bits of it. And your sir is not well today. So, that's why I'll be taking the class on his behalf. Okay. So that's the reason why I'm there. So how all you have been? Good. Okay. And in the yesterday's management class, there were many few students in the managerial. It was a class on principles of management. There were many few students. What is the reason behind that? You all were not there. None of the students who are present right now were there in the last class. It was at 8 o'clock your time. Oh, okay, I got the reason. I got it. You all are students of MBA and it was a BBA class. Okay. Yes, alright. So that is the reason. Rajiv, it was at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock your time. So I think that's pretty comfortable. 8 o'clock. It was actually for the BBA students. So that may be the reason. Okay, so you were supposed to attend that class, Rajiv? Alright, so you missed on. Okay, you missed out. So on the day you have your class, please try and make it a little early. Okay, Rajiv, please make it a little early. So, no, it was my class. Prabha, it was my class. It was not Vashish sir's class. Yes, Monachan, I got that. That is the reason why the confusion is there. Yes, Prabha, yesterday only I'm talking about. So, let us just discuss what media relation is. Media relation is just the communication between a company or an individual and the media that is there. Prabha, you were not there in that class. No, you were not there. I took the class, no, I remember. You were not there. Okay. So media relation is the communication between a company, a firm or an individual with the representatives of the media. So what do you think? Why are we taking media relation as a separate subject today? What is the reason behind that? Or what are your views on this media relation concept? Asiya, Akshita, Monachin, Rajiv. Prabha. Monichin says it's press release. Raji, it need more dedication. Okay, this is with reference to what? I didn't get it. Is it with reference to the media relation? Good evening, Nixon. Welcome to class. Prabha, my question is, what is the importance of media relations in today's time? What is the scope of it? Yes, the scope of media relations is very wide in today's scenario. Media, we can say, is the image creator these days. Media is something that's going to make your image or break your image, isn't it? Can you give me an example, the recent example about the role of media in framing somebody's image, the image of a person or a company or an organization or anything? Can you just name one? Yes, Saint Rampal. That is the hot topic for today. Hot topic in India right now. And you know, it's very close to the place where I stay. I stay in Gurgaon, and it's in Hisar. Hisar is not very far off from this place. It's a part of Gurgaon only. Sorry, part of Haryana state only. So yes, Saint Rampal. So yes, that's all true. Exactly, that's true. He was a self-proclaimed God-man. And he was exploiting people. He was exploiting them. He was shielding, he was using them as a shield, actually. So, the media relations is like managing your communication or your involvement with the media. Media is the creator of the image or the destroyer. The latest example we can say is of Mr. Narendra Modi, the PM of India. He is a very techno-savvy person, and because of his interest in using the technology at the early age, his promptness for that, his image has been created as a very great leader from India. You know, you must have seen on television, he is going to attend the conferences, the seminars, the forum meetings and everything outside India very frequently. Recently he was to which place? He went to which place? Asya, Akshita, Monichin, Rajiv, yes. Australia, yeah, he was in Australia. Then he went to Fiji, and from Fiji he came back to India. So he is working also, and the best part he is doing is he is promoting what he is doing with the help of the media. He is using Twitter, he is using Facebook, then he is using other social networking. So that is really a very positive thing for him. This is something that is working out in his favor. So that's a good move, we can say. The media relation is really very important. If we talk about this person, I'll just type his name. You can just see Robert Vadra. You know who this person is. Who is this man is? Rajiv, in-law. What in-law? Yes, he's Sonia's son-in-law. Now why is he so famous? Is he very dashing? Why is he famous? Yes, he is in news because of the real estate scam of the land deals which he had held in the past. He is this, Haryana real estate monitoring. So actually, he is in the highlight because of all bad reasons, isn't it? He is remembered by people because of all ill reasons. He is not famous because of his positive image or positive work. Yes, a DLF issue. He has done some illegal. The government in Haryana was previously of Congress, and Congress really favored him. The chief minister favored him a lot. So there were very unfair land deals done. Nixon, yes, Nixon has given the full encyclopedia of Mr. Robert Vadra. Prabha, is that fine now? You are having sound problem? Okay. So this image of this man, he has now been created. Yes, CBI director Mr. Ranjit Sinha's issue is also very highlighted today. And today in the news, the headline was of Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, the head of the Samta party in India, who has celebrated his birthday with great pomp show. Yes, birthday bash. That was the highlight of the day. So this is all what media is doing. It is if it's in the favor of a particular person. Like recently, if we talk about 2 years back, no one knew Mr. Robert Vadra. Like Mr. Robert Vadra was nowhere in the picture because the whole information and broadcasting ministry was in the hands of government, and government was of Congress. So it was all Congress governed. But now, since BJP has come into power, this all has been highlighted very much by the media. So this is all about media. It's the kingmaker. Media is the kingmaker these days. It can create a hype of anything. The recent was Salman Khan's sister's wedding. Did you see that? That was the highlight for the last week. This week only. Arpita. Her name is Arpita. So that was the highlight. What was the purpose of that? They were showing programs on where the sherwani has been stitched, from where the venue is, what is the reason behind choosing that venue, and everything. And even right now, till today on the social media also, now they are posting photographs and they are just creating a hype and getting publicity. So this is all about media. This is the real reason why media relations are very important at the present point of time. Now there are so many forms of media advertising. So we need to be very cautious with our approach towards media. We means like any person who is involved into we can say who's a public figure. So media relations are valued because they get your message out. They are relatively cheap. They build trust about your brand. If we are a company, if we are promoting a product, then media is the builder of the brand. It creates a buzz about everything. It builds visibility. It is through advertisements and everything that a product is known to the people. It attracts the interest from funders, parents, volunteers, etc. Okay. If I talk about an educational institution, if they are going to advertise their institution, then they might find some sponsors. So that is one reason. Now in media relations, the two things that are covered as building and telling a story and reaching out to the media. How you are going to build your story and tell it to the media, and how the media is going to make it big or small as per its own whims and fancies. So this is about media relations. These are the things which are a part of the media relations. First, the communication plans, the media toolkits, the media relationships, and perhaps media relations are the most important ones. Okay. So now we can go to a small video, and you can just watch this video and then we'll come back to this. Okay, is that fine? It's a video on media, it's on media relations only, so you can just have a gist of the topic. Nixon, you are talking about the PPTs which have been used in the previous classes. You can get it at the portal of IIMTS. Okay, it is available there. All the content is available there. You can download it from there. All right. Now, how can I give it to you right now? Right now, I can't share it with you. I'll be sending it to the coordinator after the class, and she'll be uploading it at the portal. Okay, you can just nothing has been Nixon. We were just having a general discussion. You joined 5 minutes late, but you need not worry. You can just ask your friends. We were having a discussion about the growth and role of media in today's world. Okay, we did not do anything. Prabha, that was a BBA class which I took yesterday. It was on the principles of management. Okay. So I'll just play the video now, everybody. You can just watch it. Hello. So did you all see the video? So it was just an introduction to what media relation is and how you can manage to give an effective interview. That is what, because interview is the main source from where the media held the person responsible for a particular thing, whether positive or negative. That is how you can manage it. Ayman, welcome to class. Good evening. How are you? Okay. All right. Nixon, you went offline. So this is about the media relations. Now we'll go to the different types of media that is available, and then we'll go into the next. All right. So now we'll be learning about the different types of advertising media that is available to us. So what is media actually? They are the agencies, means or instruments used to convey the advertising messages to the public. So they are the carrier of the information from the like the person who is intending to advertise to the target audience. There is print media, there is broadcast media, online advertising, and specialty media. So can you give me some examples of the print media? Print media examples. Yes, newspaper Monition, then yes, Oman Times, flyers, magazines, yes, weekly, yeah, the week, Daily Observer. These are the names of the newspapers which are there. That is print media. Then broadcast media is TV and radio. That is the broadcast. Brochures. Brochures is a part of print media, Prabha, not broadcast. Okay. Then online advertising. The examples are simple: internet, the social networking sites are there, yes, and you can advertise on them. Then specialty media is specialty media. Anyone know specialty media? Net conference. Okay. Net conference, we can say that it is a specialty media, or you can just think about the portal which you are using to solve your assignment. That is classchatter.com. What is that? That is a specialty media. I am giving my assignment on that. The teachers are just uploading the assignment on that, and the students are solving it then and there, and they are getting the grade, isn't it? So we can say it's specialty media. It is a site that is meant for assignment solving only, isn't it? Muhammad Shabazz, good evening and welcome to class. You are late by half an hour almost. Or like some specialty media is, sometimes what happens is people, they paint a vehicle to advertise for the product, isn't it? You must have seen that, like a carrier that has been painted for the Coca-Cola bottle, in the form of the Coca-Cola bottle, the same color scheme, and it's in the shape of the Coca-Cola bottle also sometimes. That is, we can say, specialty media. Or the glow sign boards and everything. That all is an example. So print media is written advertising that may be included in everything from newspapers and magazines to direct mail, signs and billboards. They are among the oldest and the most effective types of advertising. Yes, previously this online advertising existed nowhere. It was only through print media. In the initial days it was only the print media, and then came the broadcast media. Print is the oldest form of media. So newspapers are there, and then we have the advantages of the same are that the readership is very large, and advertisers can target certain people. The cost is very low. You know, advertising in the newspaper may be very cheaper. You may just get, in India, the cost of getting an advertisement printed is around 1200 to 1500 rupees. That's pretty cheap if we compare it to the target audience it is reaching. So that's a cheaper means. Then disadvantages, well, it is just a one day. It has got a shelf life of just a day. Once the newspaper is like read, it is gone. Then black and white. So that is not the correct disadvantage. Then magazine is there. Now there are different types that we all know. Now advantages are similar to the newspaper advertising only, but the difference is that the print quality is good and magazines have a longer shelf life as compared to the newspapers. Then disadvantages are less mall appeal within a geographical area, and it's very expensive if we compare it to the newspaper advertising. Then also one day the magazine will also be thrown in waste. So that's again short-lived. Then direct mail advertising. This is not very popular these days. It used to be at one point of time, but now it's not a very popular means. So we include such things in this form of advertising. Catalogs, newsletters, coupons, samplers, price lists, circulars, invitations, everything. Is that clear to everybody? Okay. So now we go to next one. The advantages are it can be selective, control timing is there, can be used to actually make the sale sometimes. Now disadvantages, response level is very low. What do people do? They get it, they think it's a waste, they just tear it off then and there. So the response level is very low. It's a junk mail. Yes. Then directory advertising. Yellow pages is very popular, especially in the metropolitan cities. So that's there. Advantages are it's inexpensive. It covers a very large geographical area. Then disadvantages that it's printed just once a year, and some service businesses are used infrequently. So means like those advertisements get just ignored. So care should be taken to highlight that also. Then outdoor advertising. This is what we have been seeing in this picture. This is outdoor advertising only. Can you see in the picture given on the slide? Cup noodles, then some kind of beer is there, then CNBC channel is there. So this is all outdoor advertising, example of that. It's a signboard, we can say. Posters are there, painted bulletins. Is the next PPT loaded? Okay, at my end it's not loaded yet. Yes, now this is there. Now which type of outdoor advertising is this? Very simple. Which type? Visual. Rajiv says visual advertising. Okay. Anyone else? Akshita, what's your answer? Outdoor. That's known. It's outdoor only. So the next is murals. Murals were placed on the consecutive building to show distance runner Bernard Lagat bursting through. You can see it's a mural. This is just a mural, and it has been placed in such a way that as if this man has jumped into this building and he has passed and came across to this one. So that is just a mural. But that's a very catchy form of advertising. Now, advantages, it's visible and relatively inexpensive. It's 24-hour a day message and located to reach the specific target markets. Yes, normally the signboards are put at the crossroads. You all understand crossroads? Junction. Yes, Rajiv, junction. Who does not know the meaning of this word? Crossroads or junction? I'll tell you in Hindi if you are not comfortable in English. Okay. Now disadvantages, it's becoming more restricted and increasingly regulated. And the cost is also going up. Now this is transit advertising. You can see this is a bus, and the bus has been painted for the cricket, maybe for the upcoming Cricket World Cup 2015. So this is a very popular means. Although the cost is high, once you paint the bus in this whole in this format, it will take a lot of money, but its effect is multiple. It will go to large number of people. Leave little to the imagination. Now this one also. You normally see this type of advertising at the back of the bus, trucks, cars, carriers, everything. So it uses public transportation facilities like trains, taxis, buses, station posters near or in subways, and in railroad, bus and airline terminals. Okay. What is the most popular means of commuting in Dubai? How do people move from place to place? Taxis. Okay. Metro. So metros over here are underground or aerial metros. I mean, they are on the road or they are underground. Both. Okay. All right. In India, in Calcutta is the first city where the metro was introduced, and it was in 90s that the metro was introduced there. So all the metros are underground there. But in Delhi, the next project has been set up in Delhi. In Delhi, it's underground as well as like on the road. So it's both ways. Now we'll be very soon having bullet trains in India. Soon means at least 5 years from now. That is soon. Mr. Narendra Modi is trying hard for that. Yeah, it will be good fun. So what are the advantages of transit advertising? It reaches a wide captive audience. It's economical. The market is defined. Yes, Prabha, the traffic will be less than. Even with the help of metro, the traffic has gone down. The disadvantages, it's not available in smaller towns and cities, and it's subject to defacement. People will, they will just, this is the habit of the people, this is human nature. They will just pull out the paint, they will just destroy it, scratch it, somehow they will deface it. Now broadcast media, radio and television. So this is the data. It says that nearly 10 years of life are spent watching television and 6 years to the radio. 24 hours, you are talking about metros, Prabha? No, metros are not 24 hours. It starts at 6 a.m. in the morning and the last metro you get around 11 o'clock night. That is the timing. Is it 24/7 in UAE? No, it must be having some specific timing. Just a second, I am having an important call on my phone. Give me a minute. Yes, sorry for that disturbance. Now you can see here is a television. It's in the format of a television program. So it's a prime time program, and the people are watching. So that is the reason why at the prime time the maximum advertising is done. Then television, 8 to 11, that's the prime time. It's very appealing, most catchy. It appeals even to the people who are not so literate. So advantages are these. Messages can be adapted to take advantages of holidays and special events. Now disadvantages, the highest production cost of media, high dollar cost, actual audience size is not assured. So this is perhaps the most expensive form of advertising, and in the recent times when the celebrity endorsement has gained so much pace, this has become even more expensive, isn't it? Can you give me an example of the same, like where you find that because of this advertising, like it's expensive, or any such incident? Per second costs like 1 crore. Yes, Prabha, that's there. Then what? Any other example? I think I have given that example previously to you in some classes back. Anybody? If you remember, I gave one example of that one. this cold drink companies. The cost of manufacturing a cold drink is just around 2 rupees. And what is the cost? The cost at which it is available in the market is 10 rupees. So 8 rupees is for the channel of the distribution, and mostly it's the advertising cost, the celebrity endorsement. They charge 5 crore, 6 crore, 10 crore, whatever, as per their market. So that's really an expensive affair. This is radio. It reaches to 90% of people, and even today, if I talk about India, a country like India, so radio is much more popular than television. If you go to small shops, if you go towards the villages or not so developed places, people rely more on the radios. Throughout the day at the shop, they are playing the radio. In the house, they are playing the radio. So it has got a mass appeal. And even during the time when you drive, yes, FMs. Do you get Indian FM channels in Dubai? Acha, okay, you get some of them. Okay. So advantages are, it can select an audience such as teens by choosing the right station. Yes, it depends on the type of station we are having. Then more flexible than print, messages can be changed. It's a mobile medium and it can be taken just about anywhere, especially with the evolvement of mobile radio. It has become much more feasible to assess it, isn't it? Yes, Radio Mirchi. It's a channel from India. Radio Mirchi is there. Recently I was watching a report on television when Mr. Narendra Modi went to Australia. I was watching the report. So in Australia also there was a channel. They were showing in that report that they were just it was an Indian channel. So in the Indian channel they were asking the people about the their opinion about Narendra Modi's visit to Australia, what questions they have, what issues they have, what they want to be addressed by Mr. Narendra Modi, everything. So this is how radio looks to be very effective. Now disadvantages, it's a short lifespan. When broadcast it is over. Then lack of visual. Then this is online advertising. This is the perhaps a very popular means today. In the last, we can say in the last 4-5 years. And banner ads are much more popular. What are banner ads? They are those which pop up in between. So that is one means. Then specialty media. Now you can see some pens. These are the pens, and they have got the names of certain companies imprinted on them. This is an example of specialty media. Calendars, magnets, pens, pencils, memo pads and keychains. But do you think this is now given as a New Year gift, these things? When we were kids, we used to give diaries and pens to the teachers on New Year's, isn't it? So, now also, but not in India. No, it's not very popular in India now. Then this is other advertising media. You can see it's a balloon. sports arena billboards, ads in movie theaters, hot air balloons, blimps, skywriting, etc. These are other means of advertising. Now, media planning and selection. So, the process of selecting the advertising media and deciding the time or space in which the ad should be appear to accomplish a marketing objective. Yes, Prabha, they are given as gifts to the employees of the company. So media planning and selection is a very crucial step. If you don't make a correct choice, you might not get the desired result. Okay. So now, this is a case study. It's a simple case study. It's from Ford Motors. You all know about Ford Motors? Okay, Rajiv. I got your point. So in this case study, this talks about the policies which are being followed at Ford Motors, and they believe in equal opportunities for everybody. The role of an equal opportunity policy. Okay. So you can just read it. I'll just explain to you. There is it talks about just equal opportunities for everybody, irrespective of the caste, creed, region, religion, and even sex, whether it's a male or a female. That all shouldn't be considered. Okay, the preconceptions should be done away with, and then only you can get the effective results. So we can all think of situations which we feel are fair and those which we feel are not. So what we believe to the right depends on our own personal values which have been formed over the years. So through influences such as family, nature of the society, how we live, and how we have been treated by others. When we start work, we enter into a contract of employment with an employer, which we often hope is going to form the basis of a long-term relationship. Okay. So what we think is right, what we think wrong is from it all depends on our upbringing. Okay. So a critical issue in the development of a successful working relationship is whether we believe we are treated differently from someone else, not because of our efforts, skills and talents, but because of any prejudice, stereotypes and preconceptions which may influence the way we are treated. This happens in organizations very much. This is very popular, and you might have experienced also, those who are working. Talent is not respected everywhere, isn't it? So non-job factors like race, culture, religion, sex, age, disability, all these influence the work role which you may be assigned. So there shouldn't be any discrimination. That is what this should be our approach. So every organization. No, Prabha, it's a general case study. It's not related to the topic. It's a management case study. Okay. So it says every organization must have a set of guidelines which should govern the conduct of people in the organization. So this is the message from the chairman of the Ford Motors. He says that I believe our diverse workforce can provide us with a competitive business advantage. So this case study focuses on the equal opportunities at Ford Motors company, and it's a very old company. It's there as since 1967, more than 50 years from now. So policies are part of an organization framework for action. So these frameworks must not exist just on paper, but must operate in practice also. The policy is a very important statement which sets out how an organization is going to meet its objectives. It's very important. So what is the company's commitment to the principle of equal opportunity in employment has been a long-standing feature of its employment practice and procedure. So the first policy statement was made in 1950, and since then there have been further developments regarding protection against discrimination in employment. Okay, so this is a part of the social responsibility which Ford Motors as a company holds. So its workforce reflects the mixed community from which it recruits employees. So it is clear that the contribution made by minority groups and women to its business performance is substantial and increasing. And it is in the best interest of the company, its management and all employees that these talents and resources are fully utilized. Okay? Is it clear so far, everything? What about others? Prabha says yes. What about others? Prabha, Raji? Okay. Akshata? Mohammed Saiful, Amman. What about you all? So this is the policy. Now recruitment and promotion. How is it done? So no applicant or employee will be placed at a disadvantage by requirement or conditions that are not necessary for the performance of the job and which constitute indirect unfair discrimination. Zero tolerance in human discrimination, Nixon. Can you just explain it? Okay, Aman. So just try and it's just a matter of 5 minutes, so just try and concentrate. Nixon, can you explain this policy in your company, zero tolerance in human discrimination? How it has been implemented practically? Any example which you can give? Has there been any incidents where such a thing has been implemented? And the most important type of problem which the women workforce are facing is the sexual harassment which they go through at the workplace, and this is very popular now. It's very much prevalent. Whether you go to an office, whether you go to a school or to an institute, anywhere, this is something which you can find everywhere. So this company, Ford, has recognized that this problem will exist. So what it has done is committed to ensuring that such unacceptable behavior does not take place, and it includes like unwanted physical contact, suggestive remarks of behavior, compromising invitations, demands for sexual favors, and similar unwanted advances. So all this has been kept as no in the policy of the company. So being a manager, what facilities I get from the company, even a field level worker enjoys same facilities. That is really great, Nixon. That's really nice on the part of the company. because in India, discrimination is at its peak anywhere. So it is the duty of the employees to accept the personal responsibility for the practical application of the policy. But at the same time, the company acknowledges that specific responsibilities fall upon management, supervisors, and individuals professionally involved in recruitment and employee administration. Okay, it is not solely the responsibility of the employees. Some part of it is shared by the company also. So the key principle is that once the organization, once the policy has been created, it must be communicated to everybody so that it becomes operational very quickly. And the policy should provide clear guidelines. It should guide and govern the behavior of the employees. It should establish a framework for the action, and it should be, its implementation should be monitored. Okay, only then it's going to give the right kind of results. So what's the conclusion of this? It's like equal opportunities is not merely an issue of fairness. It's like to retain the very best talent, the company has committed itself to the principles which ensure employees can develop and demonstrate their full potential through the 4-2000 program. You can just see if there's a list of the programs and events which the company has been organizing for everybody. There is an awareness workshop, then joint statement, selection and interview training, group leader training, assessor training, mentor schemes. Means everybody gets an opportunity to grow and show his talent. There is no discrimination at any point of time. Okay? Did you get it? They even provide fellowship programs to their employees. So this is how the Ford company operates. So now the class is about to be over. We'll be meeting in the next class. My next class is tomorrow at 7 o'clock your time. Okay? So just be there. Make sure you all are attending the class. I'll be uploading the assignment also this week, coming week. So kindly attend that also. I'll be talking about assignment tomorrow. Monishin, you did well. Rajiv, you did well. But I wrote a comment. You can just read it. Okay? And there were 2-3 other students who have done well. Anyways, thanks for your time, everybody. And please take good care of yourself and see you all tomorrow. Bye. Please give the feedback at the end of the class. Good night, everyone.